Ever wonder what it takes to truly connect with a woman? Forget tired cliches and one-size-fits-all advice. Real connection isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about understanding her emotions, engaging meaningfully, and building genuine rapport. The secret: mastering a simple yet profound approach to communication that combines empathy, attentiveness, and authenticity. In this guide, we'll explore techniques to hack her mind. Whether you're navigating a first conversation or strengthening an existing relationship, this straightforward method will help you understand her thoughts, emotions, and desires like never before. Sounds unbelievable? In the next part, after talking about women's mind-hacking skills, I will tell you about my personal experience and real-life examples so you can confidently apply them. Ready to decode the mystery? Let's dive into the art of truly understanding her mind. Number 1. Active listening. Active listening is an essential yet often overlooked skill for fostering deeper connections. Many people mistake hearing for listening, but the two are vastly different. Active listening goes beyond simply staying quiet while someone speaks. It demands your full attention, engagement, and an intentional effort to understand their message on a deeper level. When engaging in a conversation with a woman, your focus should be on her words, tone, and emotions. Avoid the common pitfalls of interrupting, formulating your response mid-sentence, or steering the conversation toward yourself. Instead, demonstrate your attentiveness with small but meaningful actions. Maintain steady eye contact, nod to show you're following along, and offer verbal affirmations like, "That makes sense," or "I see where you're coming from." These subtle cues show that her words are not just heard, but truly valued. Active listening also means resisting the instinct to fix her problems. For example, if she's sharing a challenge, don't jump in with immediate solutions. Instead, ask thoughtful, open-ended questions like, "How did that make you feel?" or "What do you think might help?" These prompts encourage her to share more deeply and demonstrate that you're not just interested in the surface-level details, but in her perspective and emotions. By practicing active listening, you create an environment of trust and respect. This approach strengthens the bond between you, making her feel understood and valued. Beyond improving your connection, it also enhances your own emotional intelligence, helping you navigate relationships with greater empathy and insight. Ultimately, active listening isn't just about hearing, it's about showing you genuinely care. Number 2. Empathy. Empathy is the foundation of meaningful connections, enabling you to understand and share another person's emotions. It goes beyond sympathy, fostering trust and a deeper sense of connection. For women, empathy is particularly significant as it demonstrates emotional intelligence and the ability to relate to their feelings, a trait they often value in relationships. To practice empathy, put yourself in her shoes and imagine what she might be experiencing. If she's sharing excitement about a new opportunity, reflect her enthusiasm with comments like, "That's incredible, you must feel so proud of yourself." This not only acknowledges her joy but also reinforces her accomplishments. On the flip side, if she's expressing frustration or sadness, validate her emotions instead of rushing to fix the problem. Simple phrases like, "That sounds really hard," or "I can understand why you'd feel that way," show her that you're listening and respecting her feelings. Empathy also involves being attentive to unspoken cues. Pay close attention to her tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language, as these can often reveal emotions she hasn't verbalized. For example, if her words sound cheerful but her body language seems tense, gently inquire, "Is everything okay? You seem a bit off today." This thoughtfulness shows her that you're truly tuned in. By responding thoughtfully to both her spoken and unspoken feelings, you demonstrate that you're not just hearing her, you're truly understanding her. This creates a sense of emotional safety and deepens your connection. Practicing empathy regularly also enhances your emotional intelligence, making you a more supportive and engaging partner. Ultimately, empathy isn't just about understanding her feelings, it's about showing her that she matters to you. Number 3. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is a powerful yet often overlooked element of connection. While words are important, your body language, eye contact, facial expressions, and tone of voice can reveal far more about your intentions and feelings. Mastering nonverbal cues is crucial for building trust, rapport, and mutual understanding in any relationship. Start with eye contact. Maintaining steady, natural eye contact conveys interest, attentiveness, and confidence. It shows that you're fully engaged in the conversation. On the other hand, avoiding eye contact can be perceived as disinterest, insecurity, or even dishonesty. Strike a balance. Too much eye contact can feel intense, while too little may come across as aloof. Your posture also plays a significant role in how you're perceived. Stand or sit upright to project confidence and approachability. Slouching or hunching over can make you appear unconfident, while crossed arms may signal defensiveness or closed-off energy. Instead, keep your arms relaxed and open to encourage a sense of ease and openness. Facial expressions are equally important. A warm, genuine smile can instantly make you more approachable and likable, while a neutral or tense expression may create emotional distance. Pay attention to her expressions as well. Mirroring her emotions subtly can foster a subconscious sense of connection. For example, if she's smiling while recounting a funny story, let your own expression mirror her amusement. Mirroring body language is another effective technique for establishing rapport. This involves subtly reflecting her gestures and movements to create a harmonious flow in your interaction. For instance, if she leans in while speaking, lean slightly forward to match her level of engagement. If she uses hand gestures while explaining something, incorporate similar movements to show you're in sync. These small, natural adjustments can make her feel more understood and comfortable. Tone of voice is another critical nonverbal cue. Speak with clarity, warmth, and a steady tone to convey confidence and sincerity. Avoid speaking too quickly or too softly, as this can signal nervousness or lack of conviction. Ultimately, nonverbal communication enhances your ability to connect on a deeper level. By being mindful of your own cues and attuned to hers, you can create an environment of mutual trust and understanding that words alone cannot achieve. These subtle but impactful gestures make her feel valued and respected, strengthening your bond in meaningful ways. Number 4. Open-ended questions. A great conversation goes beyond merely exchanging information. It's about connecting through thoughts, feelings, and experiences. One of the most effective tools to achieve this depth is the use of open-ended questions. Unlike closed questions that lead to simple yes or no answers, open-ended questions invite the other person to elaborate, paving the way for richer dialogues and deeper understanding. Open-ended questions encourage someone to share more about themselves, offering insights into their personality, values, and interests. For instance, instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" try rephrasing it as, "What was the best part of your day?" This small adjustment transforms a generic question into one that invites reflection and storytelling. It shows genuine curiosity and provides an opportunity for the conversation to flow naturally. Similarly, when discussing hobbies or interests, avoid questions that can be answered with a single word. Instead of asking, "Do you like painting?" opt for, "What do you enjoy most about painting?" or "How did you first get into it?" These questions not only keep the conversation engaging, but also allow you to uncover what truly matters to her, helping you understand her passions and motivations. The beauty of open-ended questions lies in their ability to steer conversations toward meaningful topics. For example, if she mentions a recent trip, you can follow up with, "What inspired you to visit that place?" Or, "What was the most memorable part of your experience?" These follow-ups show that you're actively listening and invested in her responses, fostering a sense of trust and mutual interest. However, asking open-ended questions is only half the equation. Active listening is equally important. Pay close attention to her answers and use them to guide the conversation further. If she shares a story about her weekend hiking adventure, instead of moving on to a new topic, delve deeper. Ask, "What drew you to hiking in the first place?" Or, "Was there a particular trail that stood out to you?" Building on her responses demonstrates that you value what she has to say, making her feel understood and appreciated. It's also essential to balance your curiosity with authenticity. Don't ask questions just for the sake of keeping the conversation going. Genuinely care about her answers. Authenticity creates an environment where she feels comfortable opening up, which is key to forming a genuine connection. Open-ended questions are not just tools for engagement, they are windows into the other person's world. They allow you to explore her experiences, feelings, and aspirations, making the conversation meaningful and memorable. By practicing this approach, you'll find it easier to foster trust, deepen your connection, and truly understand her on a more personal level. In the end, it's not just about the questions you ask, it's about the connections they inspire. Number 5. Authenticity. Authenticity is one of the most crucial elements of forming meaningful connections, particularly with women. People can instinctively sense when someone is putting on a facade, and this often leads to mistrust or discomfort. On the other hand, being genuine fosters openness and creates an environment where real connections can thrive. To be authentic, you must stay true to yourself while respecting the thoughts and feelings of others. This means expressing your values, opinions, and experiences honestly, instead of tailoring your responses to what you believe the other person wants to hear. For example, if a woman asks for your opinion on a topic, don't simply agree to please her. Instead, share your perspective thoughtfully and respectfully. Authenticity doesn't mean being blunt or confrontational. It's about sincerity and showing your true self in a way that invites dialogue, not conflict. Authenticity also involves vulnerability, which is often misunderstood as a weakness, but is, in fact, a strength. Sharing your own challenges, fears, or dreams when appropriate signals trust and encourages her to open up as well. For instance, if she discusses a challenge she's facing at work, you might share a similar experience and how you navigated it. This kind of exchange builds a deeper bond, as it creates a space where both of you feel comfortable revealing more personal aspects of your lives. It's important to remember that authenticity isn't about being perfect. In fact, admitting your imperfections often makes you more relatable and likable. Whether it's laughing at yourself when things don't go as planned or admitting when you don't have all the answers, these moments of humility show emotional maturity and self-acceptance. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable with who they are, flaws and all. By embracing authenticity, you build trust, foster deeper connections, and create relationships based on genuine mutual respect. True authenticity is not about impressing others, but about being real, and that's what makes it so powerful. Number 6. Why sincerity matters. All the techniques discussed, active listening, empathy, nonverbal communication, open-ended questions, and authenticity, are powerful for creating meaningful connections. However, the true impact of these methods lies in the sincerity of your intentions. Without genuine motives, even the most skillful use of these techniques can feel manipulative, contrived, or insincere. Sincerity is the foundation of any lasting relationship. It's not about employing tactics to achieve a desired outcome, but about fostering mutual respect, understanding, and trust. When your primary goal is to truly understand and connect with someone, these techniques naturally enhance your communication. They create an atmosphere where both parties feel valued and heard, allowing for a bond to form that's built on genuine interest rather than strategy. On the other hand, if your intentions are self-serving, such as attempting to manipulate or control the outcome of an interaction, the effectiveness of these techniques diminishes. Insincerity is often easy to detect, even when disguised as politeness or charm. People are highly perceptive of authenticity, and when your words or actions don't align with genuine motives, the connection can quickly feel hollow or forced. Approaching interactions with sincerity doesn't mean being perfect or always knowing the right thing to say. It means being honest in your efforts to connect and open to truly understanding the other person's perspective. For instance, when practicing active listening, don't just nod along to seem engaged. Really focus on her words and what they reveal about her feelings and experiences. When asking open-ended questions, let your curiosity guide you rather than simply trying to keep the conversation going. Sincerity also involves a willingness to be vulnerable. Sharing your true thoughts and feelings creates an authentic exchange that builds trust and strengthens relationships. This doesn't mean oversharing or seeking validation, but being honest about who you are and respecting the other person's truth as well. Conclusion: the real hack. The true hack to understanding a woman's mind isn't a trick or shortcut. It's about building real connections through empathy, respect, and authenticity. By mastering active listening, practicing empathy, honing your nonverbal communication, asking open-ended questions, and embracing authenticity, you'll not only improve your relationships with women, but also enhance your interpersonal skills as a whole. Ultimately, these techniques aren't just about understanding someone else, they're about understanding yourself. When you're confident, empathetic, and genuine, you naturally create an environment where meaningful connections thrive. That's the real secret to hacking not just a woman's mind, but any relationship. Real experience. I recall a night at a bar with a friend. We were enjoying our conversation when I noticed a woman who struck me as incredibly beautiful. My heart raced, and I immediately felt compelled to approach her. However, my mind became a whirlwind of anxious thoughts. Is she accompanied? What should I say? Perhaps she prefers not to be disturbed. I shouldn't risk it. It might be unwelcome. I wish I had a confident, impressive opening line. A barrage of unhelpful thoughts flooded my consciousness. Despite these anxieties, the prevailing thought was that I would deeply regret it if I didn't at least greet her. I paused, considering the potential consequences, and decided to take the chance. I approached her and simply voiced my thoughts. "Hey, how's it going? I had a feeling I'd regret it if I didn't come say hi." Two immediate effects followed. Firstly, an immense burden lifted from my shoulders. I hadn't pressured myself to appear suave or deliver the perfect line. I just expressed myself honestly, and it felt authentic. Secondly, she was receptive. We engaged in playful banter. She charmed the bartender into giving us complimentary drinks, and the evening unfolded seamlessly. This positive outcome resulted from abandoning the pretense of confidence and allowing my genuine self to surface. From that point forward, my approach with women changed. I stopped trying to project a manufactured image and simply expressed myself honestly. I'm convinced that any other approach is merely a crutch or a defensive mechanism. Now, a brief anecdote. Some time ago, I encountered a study examining the psychology of laughter, specifically the unique evolution and characteristics of individual laughter styles. To summarize, there are essentially two categories of laughter: loud and quiet. Historically, in tribal societies, dominant figures and strong men exhibited robust, unrestrained laughter, reflecting their power and fearlessness. Conversely, less powerful individuals tended to laugh quietly to avoid drawing attention. This theory is extensive, and I won't delve into its complexities here, but in essence, strong men laugh loudly, while weaker men laugh softly. In contemporary society, quieter laughter often prevails due to societal norms and educational conditioning that sometimes deem boisterous laughter impolite. Consequently, most people adopt a softer laugh. However, the most captivating aspect of this study wasn't the prevalence of quiet laughter, but the fact that laughter isn't innate. It's a learned behavior, like body language or accents. It's subconscious, but modifiable. You can consciously cultivate a more powerful laugh, and over time it will become natural. This might sound somewhat absurd, but trust me, transforming your laugh into a powerful, resonant expression like that of a Viking chieftain can remarkably impact your social interactions, particularly with women. Laughter is fundamental to human connection and a key element of attraction between genders. A man is naturally drawn to a woman with a pleasant laugh, and the same applies in reverse. A strong, confident laugh can be instinctively appealing, even sexually suggestive. It's a straightforward adjustment you can implement today. This is a tangential point, and I realize most people might find it strange and dismiss it. Being a bit of a nerd myself, I immediately began experimenting with my own laughter after reading the study. I recall gatherings with friends where I consciously employed a louder, more unusual laugh. When questioned, I explained the study and its insights into how powerful laughter projects strength. At that point, a friend countered that strength isn't projected through laughter, but through maintaining a serious demeanor to command respect. His words triggered a sense of frustration, not simply because I'd invested time researching the subject only to be contradicted, but because of the pervasive cultural narrative that equates seriousness with strength, likely influenced by media portrayals of stoic, unsmiling leaders. Consider individuals who perpetually maintain a serious facade. Are they appealing to be around? Often not. Upon reflection, you might realize they lack social connections. This extends beyond interactions with women to all social spheres. Excessive seriousness, devoid of laughter, can be detrimental to social interaction. When it comes to women, spontaneity is key. Avoid overthinking or excessive worry. Simply be yourself and express your thoughts naturally. This relaxed, unpretentious approach is crucial for attracting women and enjoying life. Reflect on successful interactions with women. You'll likely find they occurred when you behaved authentically, without trying to impress. Returning to the video's central theme, remember this. Whenever you find yourself striving to project an image of coolness or confidence, recall this anecdote and discard that overthinking. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin, possess a light-hearted approach to life, enjoy the present, and laugh freely. Women constantly assess you, gauging their feelings based on your behavior. Dishonesty or inauthenticity is easily perceived through facial expressions, body language, and subtle reactions. The aim is to create engaging, appealing conversations that foster comfort and openness. This is the core of authenticity. Since beginning this series on attracting women, the most frequent question is, what should I say when approaching a woman? I've offered various opening lines, and many viewers requested more examples. While some appreciated these suggestions, they didn't address the underlying issue: nervousness, the urge to conceal it, and a perceived need to compensate for feelings of inadequacy through excessive talking. Relying on these tactics will perpetuate the problem, hindering your ability to interact comfortably with women in the future. Personally, I've experimented with countless pickup lines, but the most effective approach I've found is a simple, direct introduction. Hey, you're cute. I wanted to get to know you. I'm the Dark Needle. I state my name and my reason for approaching. This is authentic. I don't conceal my intentions or feign disinterest. I want her to know I'm attracted to her. Why should I feel ashamed or try to hide it? Why create unnecessary barriers to achieving my goal? Now, a crucial point. If you followed this series, you know I advise against offering unearned validation, compliments, or overt displays of desire. This video will clarify how to express genuine interest without falling into these traps. I call this technique shameless interest, an unabashed, straightforward expression of attraction. When interacting with a woman I find appealing, one of my initial questions is often, "Are you single?" The intention is clear and transparent. I'm interested and I'm not hiding it. I also enjoy finding creative ways to convey my attraction. "Stop being so cute. You made me forget what I was going to say. What an incredibly adorable person you are. I can already tell that I'm going to like you. Should we just skip everything and get married already?" If you're trying to make me like you, it seems to be working. This technique is applicable in initial encounters, second dates, or any stage of interaction. However, in casual settings like classrooms or workplaces, it's best to initiate casual conversation and reserve this approach for more intimate settings. Men often stumble into ambiguity because they hesitate to express genuine interest directly. Shameless interest eliminates this ambiguity, creating clarity. It's simple, honest, authentic, and doesn't require manipulative tactics. However, it does require courage, a quality women find attractive. Importantly, avoid appearing completely captivated. How do you achieve this balance? Attractive women often possess a degree of self-assuredness, assuming men are naturally interested. Attempting to conceal your attraction might be perceived as weakness or lead to being friend-zoned. Expressing interest is acceptable, but avoid excessive eagerness. Here's a crucial principle. Showing attraction is fine. Displaying overwhelming desire is not. You can express casual appreciation such as, "I like your hair," but avoid effusive compliments like, "Your hair is beautiful," which are commonplace and can signal weakness or platonic intentions. This distinguishes a lover from a friend. A lover expresses direct interest. A friend offers generic compliments. Remember this distinction. Express interest in her attributes rather than offering standard compliments. Simultaneously, don't hesitate to express your preferences even if they differ from her attributes. "You have nice hair, but I tend to prefer blondes." I've covered this in detail in previous videos. Finally, the specific words used when interacting with women hold less significance than the emotions they evoke. Attraction stems from the feelings your words generate. Saying, "I like you and I want to talk to you," conveys confidence and a lack of concern for her judgment. Attraction is predominantly nonverbal, meaning how you say something outweighs what you say. The initial interaction could involve a simple introduction, a comment about the weather, a joke, or a clever pickup line. I prefer simplicity and directness to avoid overthinking and maintain relaxation. Genuine attraction lies in nonverbal communication, or subcommunication. Tone of voice, body language, eye contact, breathing patterns, etc. Subcommunication speaks directly to the subconscious, the source of emotional and sexual attraction. Recall my earlier point about women being drawn to men they perceive as desirable to other women. Men with options. Men with options exhibit distinct behaviors and subcommunication. They exude an air of assuming attraction, stemming from their experience with women's interest. This assumption extends to new encounters, regardless of the woman's actual feelings. Even if she isn't interested, they remain unfazed and unaffected. Conversely, men with fewer options often assume disinterest based on past experiences. Any sign of interest from a woman triggers an overly eager response, fueled by a sense of scarcity and a belief that they don't deserve such attention. This leads to overcompensation, which ironically repels women. Excessive effort signals a lack of options, which is unattractive. This point bears repeating due to its importance. Women desire men with options, and these men inherently assume attraction. Assuming attraction means making direct eye contact, introducing yourself, and stating your interest. Hey, you're attractive. What's your name? If you feel inspired to share something engaging or complimentary, do so only if it's genuine. Your subcommunication will reflect your sincerity. If you're feeling uncertain, avoid overthinking. Simply introduce yourself and express your interest. Focus on discovering who she is and whether she's someone you'd like to know better. Anything beyond this is counterproductive. Your initial words are less important than your overall presence and the feeling you create. Regarding the opening anecdote, it wasn't entirely accurate. I wasn't the one who approached the woman, it was my friend. My own story ended with inaction and regret, as I remained preoccupied with what to say. I lost both the opportunity with the woman and the company of my friend that night. Although I regretted the missed chance, the experience was a valuable lesson. Hopefully, sharing my mistakes can benefit others. Learn from my experience and avoid making the same mistake. What do you think about the experience we just shared? If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to drop a comment below. We'd love to discuss them with you. But don't go anywhere just yet, because up next I'll reveal a surprisingly simple technique to influence her thoughts, just by asking everyday questions that leave her momentarily puzzled and intrigued. This method is easy to use, yet incredibly effective in sparking curiosity and drawing her attention to you. Are you ready to uncover this game-changing secret? Let's dive in and explore how to subtly tap into her mind, using nothing more than the power of the right questions. Stick around. It's time to level up your approach and make an unforgettable impression. Number 1. What would be your perfect day? Imagine your perfect day. What does it look like? When you toss out this question, it's like handing someone a brush and a blank canvas and inviting them to paint a picture of their ideal experiences. When someone shares their version of a perfect day, they reveal layers not just about their favorite activities, but also about the emotions and people that accompany these moments. This is about much more than just listing fun things to do. It's about uncovering the essence of what happiness means to them. It could be a day spent in solitude, reading and reflecting by a serene lakeside, or it could be an action-packed adventure with friends, exploring new heights on a hiking trail or new depths scuba diving in tropical waters. This question is a masterstroke for steering clear of the mundane, "What are your hobbies?" Instead, it offers a dynamic and engaging way to delve deeper into someone's desires and aspirations. It's clever because it's open-ended yet specific enough to be personal. It gives them the freedom to construct a narrative that's as rich and detailed as they wish, offering you insights into their passions, peace, and pleasures. For instance, if she mentions she loves snowboarding, you've got the perfect setup to ask, would hitting the slopes be part of your perfect day? This isn't just making conversation, it's showing active interest in her likes and weaving them into a larger discussion about joy and fulfillment. It encourages her to paint a broader picture, sharing not just activities but the settings and companions that complete her perfect scene. Every detail she shares is like a puzzle piece in understanding what makes her tick. This isn't just about planning future dates, though it's great for that too. It's about building a foundation of understanding and appreciation for what she values most. When she talks about her perfect day filled with favorite activities, people, and places, it allows you to see her in her element, even if it's just hypothetical. It's about listening, really listening to her ideals and dreams. This isn't just chat. It's a chance to connect on a deeper, more emotional level, setting the stage for a relationship that's built on genuine understanding and shared dreams. Number 2. What's one of your most embarrassing moments? Before we dive into the lesson, do you feel embarrassed by awkward moments? Comment yes if you think this is something best kept private. Comment no problem if you feel it's perfectly normal. Embarrassing moments. What a treasure trove of laughter and human connection they can be. There's something uniquely disarming about sharing those cringe-worthy instances that usually make us wish we could vanish. Bringing up this question during a conversation not only injects humor, but also nudges both parties towards vulnerability, which is a potent catalyst for bonding. By starting with your own red-faced anecdote, you set a playful and open tone, encouraging her to reciprocate with a similar story. This exchange does more than just evoke laughter. It builds a foundation of trust and mutual understanding, showing that you both can laugh at yourselves, which is incredibly attractive. Diving into childhood memories or fantasizing about possessing a new skill are equally effective in peeling back the layers of someone's personality. Questions like, what's your favorite memory from when you were a kid? Or if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Invite a person to share their dreams and the nostalgia that shaped them. These inquiries are not merely about gathering information. They're about tapping into the emotional reservoirs that define us. Whether it's the longing to revisit the carefree days of youth or the wish for powers that could change their current reality, each answer provides insights into her deepest desires and fears. Don't worry about making her feel awkward. That's why you should start by sharing your own story. It might be a bit uncomfortable at first, but this is the quickest way to build a connection between the two of you. She'll think, oh, he's sharing something personal with me, and it will help gain her trust. This approach transcends the typical, often mundane getting-to-know-you questions, transforming an ordinary conversation into a meaningful exploration of each other's true selves. As you share these stories and hypotheticals, you're doing much more than making conversation. You're cultivating an emotional intimacy that can be the beginning of a deeper connection. It's not just about finding common ground. It's about understanding and appreciating the unique experiences and aspirations that make each of you who you are. Through this understanding, you lay down the bricks of compatibility and attraction, paving the way for a potentially deeper relationship. Number 3. Who would you want to have dinner with? Isn't this question intriguing? Have you ever wondered what really lies behind the question? Given the choice of anyone in the world, who would you want to have dinner with? Alright, imagine you could score a dinner date with anyone in the world, celebrity or historical figure. Who would be your +1? This question isn't just your run-of-the-mill conversation filler, it's a backstage pass into someone's admiration club. It reveals layers about their idol and perhaps even their zero-to-hero stories. So, who's on their guest list? This query is like opening a book to a favorite chapter, where the characters reveal more than just their storylines. They tell us about the readers. Picture this. She says she'd pick Johnny Depp. Maybe it's not just the pirate's charm she's after, but a love for quirky, offbeat characters who turn every script on its head. Or suppose she opts for A Table for Two with Michelle Obama. That could hint she values empowerment, resilience and intellect, the kind that leaves a legacy. And let's spice it up a bit. What if her choice is Gordon Ramsay? It's not just about the fancy dishes. Maybe she thrives on brutal honesty and a dash of fiery passion in the kitchen. Or maybe she'd go with Beyoncé. This could mean she's all about power, performance and perfection, served with a side of fierce independence. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This isn't just about who she admires. It's about imagining herself at a dinner table with greatness. What would she ask? What would she wear? It's a thought experiment that serves up a platter of insights into her aspirations and maybe even her dinner etiquette. This question not only reveals her style preferences based on the celebrity she chooses, but it also allows you to understand why she would want to dine with that person. You can learn about the type of food she enjoys and the kind of restaurant she prefers. From just one question, you can gather much more information in a natural conversation rather than asking direct questions separately. So, if you're knee-deep in getting to know you territory, toss this question into the conversation mix. It's a fun, revealing way to see who they mentally toast glasses with. Plus, it's your secret ingredient to cooking up a dialogue that's as flavorful as it is fulfilling. Who knows? Their answer might just be the perfect recipe for a deeper connection. Cheers to that. Number 4. What is your favorite thing about where you grew up? A topic that most people love to talk about is their childhood, especially about the place they were born and raised, their hometown. If she's someone who lives far from home, this will be even more effective. What is your favorite thing about where you grew up isn't just a ticket back to their childhood. It's a secret passage into the heart of what makes them tick. Asking about her birthplace and where she grew up can evoke many emotions, easily touching the heart and the softest part of her. It's a great way to approach and get closer to her. Imagine someone telling you about their favorite childhood playground, not just any patch of slides and swings, but a place where they first learned to push boundaries, to climb higher and swing farther. Or consider someone else brought up in the neon glow of a big city, where the endless bustle taught them to navigate diversity and complexity from a young age. These aren't just places, they're the training grounds of their character. This question works like a charm because it's personal, yet comfortably distant. It's history, so it feels safe, but it's also incredibly telling. You're essentially asking, show me the soil that nurtured you, the landscape that shaped your early adventures, and let me understand you better. It's an invitation to share a piece of their world that likely doesn't come up in everyday conversation, but has influenced them profoundly. When you ask about someone's favorite childhood aspect, you're not just mining for facts. You're giving them a stage to tell their story, to highlight the chapters they cherish most. It's an almost nostalgic exchange that can connect you on a deeper level, because who doesn't light up talking about the sweet spots of their formative years? So, next time you're getting to know someone, throw this question into the mix. Watch their eyes light up, their gestures animate, and their tone warm as they escort you through the cherished memories of their upbringing. This isn't just a conversation starter, it's a gateway into the heart of their personal narrative. Here's a fun fact before we continue. Only 2% of viewers take a moment to interact. If you're finding value here, type useful in the comments and press that like button to show some love. We truly appreciate your engagement. Number 5. What is something you want to learn or wish you were better at? Exploring someone's aspirations and areas for personal growth can significantly enrich your understanding of who they are, making the question, what is something you want to learn or wish you were better at, particularly powerful in a dating context. This inquiry shifts the conversation from achievements to potential, from what has been accomplished to what dreams may come. Typically, conversations, especially on first dates, can lean towards discussing each person's achievements and present skills, which might inadvertently put pressure on someone to sell themselves. This question, however, opens up a space for vulnerability and humility, allowing both parties to share not just their strengths, but also their aspirations and perceived weaknesses. This discussion can reveal a great deal about a person's character, showing their capacity for self-reflection, their ambition, and their willingness to engage in lifelong learning. Asking about what someone wishes to improve about themselves can demonstrate emotional maturity and self-awareness, two traits that are incredibly valuable in a long-term partner. It encourages a discussion that acknowledges imperfections and personal growth, which can be very attractive. It shows that you are interested in her as a complete person, not just as a list of accomplishments or a set of skills. Depending on her answer, you might discover shared interests or goals, which can naturally lead to further conversations, shared activities, or even a second date. For instance, if both of you are interested in learning a new language or improving cooking skills, this could be a fantastic opportunity to suggest a related date activity, like attending a cooking class together or practicing a new language at a cultural event. When posing this question, it's important to do so in a way that feels natural and part of a flowing conversation. Avoid making it feel like a sudden shift or an interview question. You can lead into it by discussing a recent challenge you faced or a new skill you acquired, which then makes it a reciprocal exchange of information, rather than one-sided probing. It can help you gauge compatibility and potential shared paths forward, enriching the way you view each other. Remember, the aim is not just to keep the conversation going, but to deepen the connection, making each other feel seen and valued not only for what you already are, but for what you aspire to become. Number 6. What is your favorite way to spend your weekends? What's your secret recipe for a perfect weekend? This question might seem like casual chit-chat, but it's actually a golden key to understanding what makes someone tick. When you ask, "What is your favorite way to spend your weekends?" you're not just making small talk, you're inviting someone to share their personal slice of paradise. Imagine the answers you might get. One person might dive into tales of their sun-soaked mornings at the farmer's market, selecting the freshest ingredients for a gourmet cook-off, while another describes their adrenaline-fueled adventures rock climbing or mountain biking through rugged trails. Each response offers a vivid snapshot of what fuels their joy and rejuvenates their spirit. This question is brilliant because it cuts to the core of what people value when they're off the clock. It's about pleasure, relaxation, and passions. It could uncover a love for quiet, introspective hobbies like reading or painting, which suggest a reflective, perhaps introverted personality. Or it might reveal a penchant for vibrant social gatherings, indicating someone who thrives on interaction and connectivity. This also shows that you care about her interests and her life, and that you want to integrate into her world. After a long week of work, the weekend is the perfect time to relax and explore. You love coffee? How about we grab a coffee this weekend? Everything will flow naturally. Discussing weekend activities also naturally sets the stage for shared experiences. Discovering that you both enjoy jazz brunches or seaside hikes can lay the groundwork for future dates that are sure to hit the right note. It's about finding those common joys that can turn me time into we time. If you're looking to deepen a conversation, toss in this question and watch the dialogue unfold. It's a relaxed, yet revealing way to get a sense of someone's leisurely loves and what might just make them happiest. This isn't just idle curiosity. It's about piecing together the puzzle of their personal joy. Who knows? You might just find your next weekend adventure buddy wrapped up in the answer. Number 7. Have you traveled much, or do you want to? This question isn't merely a passport to their past adventures. It's a boarding call to a conversation filled with tales of distant lands and dream destinations. When you ask someone about their travel experiences or aspirations, you're not just making small talk, you're inviting them to take you on a journey through their most cherished memories or into the blueprints of their bucket lists. Imagine the stories that could unfold from such an inquiry. There's the thrill seeker who skydived over the Swiss Alps, their adrenaline pumping as fiercely as the fresh mountain air. Or maybe you'll meet the history buff who spent weeks temple hopping in Cambodia, each ancient stone whispering secrets of the past. These travel tales don't just paint a picture of places, they reveal the storyteller's spirit, showcasing a blend of boldness, curiosity, and the occasional misadventure. On the flip side, if they haven't stamped their passport much yet, their response could reveal a constellation of aspirations. Perhaps there's a simmering desire to salsa through the streets of Havana, or a dream to chase the northern lights across the Arctic sky. Discussing future travels can illuminate their ambitions and passions, adding depth to their character sketch. This dialogue isn't just about swapping stories. It's about connecting dots across the globe that link to personal growth and adventure. It's discovering shared interests or diverse experiences that could either pave the way for a shared journey or inspire a solo expedition inspired by tales of the road less traveled. Moreover, talking about travel taps into the essence of escapism and exploration, universal desires that resonate with nearly everyone. It's a conversation that can effortlessly escalate from a light chat to deep discourse, making you feel like you've known each other for eons, not just the span of a latte. So, when you drop the "have you traveled much?" question, be prepared. You might just unleash a world of stories that are as captivating as the destinations discussed. Whether they've trekked across continents or just daydreamed about distant lands, it's a topic that promises a journey of its own right in the midst of conversation. Pack your curiosity. You're in for a delightful dialogue. Number 8. What are you most grateful for in your life right now? Alright, let's get real for a moment. What are you most grateful for right now? This question is a direct invitation into someone's personal world, highlighting the aspects of their life that bring them the most joy and satisfaction. It's a straightforward and meaningful way to connect, offering a glimpse into what truly matters to them at this point in their life. When you ask about gratitude, you're encouraging someone to reflect on the positives, which can range from significant life achievements to the simple pleasures that make daily life sweeter. Maybe they'll talk about their family's support, which has been their anchor, or perhaps they'll mention a recent professional success that has boosted their confidence and shaped their current happiness. Additionally, by asking this question, you not only learn about her interests and aspirations, but also gain insight into what she values. This question can also reveal much about someone's character and values. For example, if they express gratitude for their health, it shows they don't take the basics for granted. Following up with questions about her lifestyle, such as, "Are you a vegetarian?" or "What's your exercise routine like?" can be a great way to expand the conversation. This approach allows you to delve deeper into her personal habits and preferences, fostering a more engaging and meaningful dialogue. If they mention being thankful for the small moments of peace amidst a busy life, it suggests they value mindfulness and tranquility. Engaging in this type of conversation fosters a deeper connection. It moves beyond superficial topics and allows both of you to share meaningful insights about your lives. It's not just about listening, it's about understanding and appreciating the other person's perspective, which can strengthen the bond between you. So, the next time you're looking to deepen a conversation, consider asking what they're grateful for. It's a powerful way to learn more about what drives and fulfills them, and it sets the stage for a respectful and heartfelt dialogue. Number 9. What are you most passionate about at the moment? Delving into someone's passions can turn a simple chat into an exploration of their inner universe, making the question, "What are you most passionate about at the moment?" more than just a conversation starter. It's a portal into the heart of what truly makes them tick. Unlike the typical, sometimes awkward question about hobbies, which can make anyone stutter as they wonder, "Is binge-watching Game of Thrones a hobby?" Asking about passions digs deeper, tapping into the raw energies that fuel someone's day-to-day life. Imagine asking this question and learning that the person across from you isn't just a fan of painting, but is actually knee-deep in creating a mural that speaks volumes about social justice. Or perhaps they're not just tinkering around in a garage, but are on the brink of patenting a new invention that could revolutionize how we use renewable energy. Passions reveal the dynamo behind the persona. They give you a peek into what gets someone out of bed each morning, fire in their belly, ready to tackle their next big thing. Now, when you bring up this topic, it does more than allow someone to talk about what they love. It lights up the runway for a conversation that can take flight in 1,000 different directions. This isn't just about making conversation, it's about watching someone come alive right before your eyes, talking about what they live for. Whether it's a career that's climbing faster than a cat caught in the rain, a budding interest in Mediterranean cooking, or a commitment to running marathons, passions are personal narratives in motion. By inviting someone to share their passions, you're not just being polite, you're giving them center stage to shine. And trust me, everyone loves a moment in the spotlight. It's their golden nugget, that golden thread that weaves through their life story, revealing patterns of joy, dedication, and sometimes relentless pursuit. And for you, it's a front row seat to the soul-stirring movie of their life, where you learn not just who they are, but who they aspire to be. So, the next time you're pondering how to move past small talk, remember, passions are personal, powerful, and profoundly telling. Ask about them, and you might just find yourself on an unexpected journey into the heart of what makes someone uniquely irresistible. Number 10. What does a typical day look like for you? When you pop the question, what does a typical day look like for you? You're not just filling a silence, you're opening a window into someone's daily life. This question serves as a backstage pass to the everyday routine of the person you're speaking with, offering insights that go beyond surface-level chit-chat. It's like flipping through a day in their life, snapshot by snapshot, revealing the rhythm and rituals that define them. Think of it as the director's cut of their daily documentary. Whether they're a morning maven who beats the sunrise for a brisk jog, or a night owl who thrives under the cloak of darkness, each detail adds depth to your understanding of their character and priorities. This isn't just about what time they clock in at the office or what they pack for lunch. It's about piecing together the puzzle of their personality. This query is particularly revealing because it shows not only how they manage their time, but also what they value most. For instance, someone who describes their day as a tightly scheduled symphony of meetings, gym time, and family dinners is likely someone who values discipline and structure. Conversely, a person whose day is a spontaneous jigsaw of coffee dates, creative projects, and unplanned adventures might prioritize flexibility and creativity. Moreover, asking about a typical day is a masterclass in subtlety. It allows the person to share as much or as little as they're comfortable with, all while you gather valuable clues about their lifestyle. It's like being handed the script to their day-to-day life, giving you the context needed to understand their stresses and successes. This question also sets the stage for empathy and connection. By understanding the demands of their daily life, you can appreciate their small victories and sympathize with their challenges. It turns abstract schedules into shared experiences, perhaps revealing similarities that draw you closer, or fascinating differences that pique your curiosity. What does a typical day look like for you isn't just small talk. It's a clever and engaging way to get a real-time, behind-the-scenes tour of what really makes someone tick. It's about discovering the ordinary that makes them extraordinary and maybe, just maybe, finding the rhythms that could sync up beautifully with yours. And there you have it, gentlemen, the 10 questions that make girls fall in love. Remember, it's not just about finding the right person, it's about being the right person. The questions we've explored today are designed to peel back the layers, allowing you to connect on a deeper, more emotional level. They're your tools for breaking the ice, sparking intrigue, and building a genuine connection that could blossom into something beautiful. Now, if you found these insights valuable, don't just sit on this knowledge, put it into action. And while you're out there transforming your conversations and connections, I'd love to hear from you. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and drop a comment below to share your experiences or ask a question. Your feedback is what keeps these discussions alive and kicking. Until next time, keep those conversations insightful and your connections meaningful. 12 things younger women love and only 2% of older men do. Have you ever felt like an outsider at the party of modern dating, especially when the interest involves someone a generation younger? Have concerns about deception or societal scrutiny ever clouded your approach? Rest assured, this experience is more common than you might think. Today, we dive into 12 things younger women love that only 2% of older men do. This guide is your key to navigating the complexities of age gap dating, transforming challenges into opportunities. Ready to break the mold and connect with youthful energy? Let's rewrite the dating playbook together and change the game. Number 12. Stay up to date with social media trends. Gentlemen, do you enjoy keeping up with trends? Comment yes if you think it's important to stay updated. Comment no if you think it's unnecessary. If you're dating a younger woman, you'll likely find that she's well versed in platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and even newer apps you might not have heard of. Now, imagine you're trying to chat about a viral TikTok dance or the latest Twitter meme, and you can actually follow along, maybe even add a witty remark or two. This doesn't just score you points for being in the know, it also sparks conversations that don't begin with "back in my day." Instead, they could start with, "Did you see that crazy TikTok trend?" And just like that, you're not just some older guy. You're someone who's connected, engaged, and perhaps unexpectedly cool. Think of social media fluency as your secret weapon. Younger women often expect older men to be out of touch, so when you defy these expectations, you're not just a guy who's trying to keep up. You're someone who's effortlessly riding the wave. It shows you're not stuck in your ways and are open to new ideas and trends, which can be surprisingly attractive. But here's a stoic twist. Just as Marcus Aurelius might suggest, balance is key. Dive into the digital world, yes, but don't drown in it. Share that sunrise photo from your morning run, tweet about a book you're reading, or post that throwback rock concert picture. Just remember, oversharing is like double dipping at a party. Some might not mind, but it's safer to assume that many will. Number 11. Fashion and style awareness. Bridging the generational fashion divide isn't about transforming your wardrobe into a young man's closet. It's more about fine-tuning your style antennae to the frequency of the modern era. Fashion and style are indeed vibrant expressions of who we are, and when you're looking to connect with someone from a different generation, like younger women, showing that you understand and appreciate contemporary styles can make a big difference. It's not about ditching your favorite classic pieces, but about mixing them with a touch of modern flair. For instance, pairing a well-loved vintage watch with a trendy minimalist outfit can create a balanced look that speaks volumes about your ability to blend reliability with freshness. Younger women often view fashion as a form of communication. When an older man can talk about and engage with current fashion trends, it shows he's not just stuck in the past, but is living in the present and has a dynamic personality. This doesn't mean you need to raid the latest runway collections. Rather, it's about showing that you know what's happening in the fashion world. Style goes beyond clothing. It's about the confidence and self-assuredness that come with knowing you look good. When you invest in well-fitting clothes that flatter your physique and suit your style, it demonstrates a level of self-respect and pride in your appearance. Knowing when to dress up for a fancy dinner or how to go casual for a coffee date tells younger women that you're not only thoughtful, but adaptable to different social settings. It's about striking the right balance between comfort and style, ensuring that your outfit choices are both age-appropriate and in touch with current trends. Number 10. Health and fitness awareness. For younger women, an active lifestyle isn't just a hobby, it's a cornerstone of their identity. Activities like hiking, yoga, or cycling are not only about staying fit, but also about finding joy and balance in life. They offer opportunities for adventure, relaxation, and socializing, and they speak to a deeper appreciation for life's experiences. For an older man, showing a genuine interest or even a participation in such activities can significantly bridge the age and lifestyle gap. It's one thing to keep fit, but another to embody the lifestyle that fitness brings with it. It shows that you're not just alive, but you're living, a subtle but powerful distinction that can be incredibly attractive. Moreover, health and fitness consciousness extends beyond the physical. It encompasses mental and emotional well-being, areas that younger women today are increasingly focused on. They value mindfulness, mental health days, and emotional intelligence, demonstrating a holistic approach to health, that you care about maintaining your mental agility and emotional resilience as much as your physical stamina, can resonate deeply. Sharing this value can be as simple as suggesting a walk in the park over coffee, or discussing the latest wellness trends you've read about. It's about showing that you're not on the sidelines of life, watching the days pass, but that you're right there in the game, playing it fully. And let's sprinkle in a bit of stoic wisdom. Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This is particularly poignant when considering health and fitness. Staying active and engaged in life's physical adventures isn't just about keeping up with someone younger. It's about continually learning and adapting, showing that you're committed to experiencing life, not just observing it. Alright gentlemen, if you find our lesson reasonable, then after this video ends, take some time to explore a sport or hobby you love and start practicing right away. If you are already engaged in a sport or activity, what is it? Feel free to share in the comments below so others can get some inspiration from you. Number 9. Whisper a compliment to her. Picture yourself at a bustling social event, the atmosphere alive with chatter and laughter. Your eyes scan the crowd, drawn to a young woman standing somewhat apart, her allure unmistakable even from a distance. As you make your way toward her, the ambient noise seems to soften, the space between you charged with potential. Reaching her, you lean in slightly, your voice a soft, assured whisper. "You look absolutely radiant tonight." Or perhaps, "Your smile truly lights up the room." Such phrases, while traditional, take on a new life when delivered in a whisper. This method of communication isn't just about the words themselves. It's about forging an intimate moment that slices through the ordinary, crafting a sphere of privacy and connection. A whisper, inherently intimate and reserved for confidence, transforms the compliment from mere words into an experience. It's felt, not just heard. The closeness, the exclusivity of the moment, signals that she has captivated your full attention, making her feel both special and singularly important right then. This approach holds a unique charm for mature men. It showcases a self-assurance and poise that often comes with life's experiences. Younger women may find this confidence especially appealing, as it suggests not just a depth of character, but also a calm anchor in the swirling social scene. This confident yet tender gesture offers a glimpse of maturity that promises both charm and stability, qualities that can be particularly attractive when contrasted with the often unpredictable nature of less seasoned suitors. These fleeting, nuanced interactions are potent. They leave a lasting impression, making her feel valued and cherished. Long after the event fades into memory, these moments linger, painting you not just as a gentleman of taste, but as someone who appreciates and masters the art of personal connection. You might not realize just how impactful this can be. People often hesitate to give compliments to others, not understanding the profound effect they can have, especially when she's a young woman paying attention to the little details and complimenting her. Trust me, you will leave a lasting impression on her. Before we jump into the next exciting content, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps more than you know. Thanks for your support. Now, let's continue. Number 8. Developing private signals. Creating your own private signals with someone is like crafting a secret language, a form of communication that's uniquely yours. This clandestine method of interacting not only adds an intriguing layer to your relationship, but also deeply enhances the connection between you and a younger woman by establishing something that only you two share. Imagine being in a bustling room, the air thick with conversation and laughter. Amidst this chaos, a simple, discreet touch on the arm or a particular look can speak volumes. These non-verbal cues become your private lexicon of love and affection. For instance, a gentle tap could silently convey, "I'm here for you," while a specific smile might be your shared code for, "Let's leave this place." Such signals are playful yet profound methods of communication that can inject a sense of adventure and mischief into your interactions, making the bond you share feel both exciting and exclusive. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This thought resonates beautifully here. By developing a private means of communication, you create a peaceful enclave within the chaos of the world, a space where only you and she can truly connect. This isn't just about romance, it's about creating a sanctuary of shared understanding and mutual respect. Furthermore, this practice showcases a mature man's ability to offer stability and emotional presence. older men bring a level of life experience and emotional maturity that can be incredibly grounding. They often know how to navigate the nuances of a relationship with finesse and depth, qualities that younger partners might deeply appreciate. These private signals then are not just playful secrets. They are demonstrations of a mature man's capacity to engage in a relationship with sensitivity and intelligence. Such intimate, coded messages provide not only a unique way to communicate, but also a testament to the trust and depth of your relationship. Every time you use these signals, you reaffirm your special connection and shared experiences, reinforcing a bond that is as discreet as it is deep. In this way, what begins as a simple, secret signal can grow into an enduring emblem of your affection and mutual understanding. Number 7. The calm demeanor of older men. The tranquil presence that often comes with age has its own unique charm. In contrast to the often impetuous and tumultuous nature of youth, older men exude a serene confidence, particularly when navigating conflicts. This is not just about maintaining composure, it's about mastering the subtleties of communication and knowing when the strategic use of silence can be most impactful. Picture a moment where tensions rise and tempers threaten to boil over. While a younger man might react hastily or exacerbate the conflict, an older man serves as a pillar of calm. He understands that not every confrontation needs to be vocalized and that silence can carry profound significance. It's about judiciously picking your battles and recognizing that often the strongest statement is made in silence. This attribute not only alleviates tensions but also fortifies trust and enriches the bond between partners. Why is this serene approach so critical? It's because this measured strategy in handling disagreements and challenges speaks volumes about a person's maturity and depth. Reflecting on the Stoic philosopher Seneca's words, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Older men exemplify not just restraint, but an enriched understanding gleaned from years of interpersonal experiences. Such composure also cultivates a deeper sense of security and steadiness within a relationship. Having a partner who remains undisturbed by life's inevitable ups and downs offers immense comfort. It means having a steady hand to hold, a calm voice in a storm, someone who stays collected even as challenges abound. Additionally, the tranquil nature of an older man can act as a calming force amid the often hectic dynamics of modern relationships. In an era quick to judge and quicker to speak, having a partner who values the pause, who reflects before responding, can profoundly transform a relationship. This approach goes beyond merely avoiding disagreements. It fosters an environment where meaningful dialogue can flourish, where understanding grows from the rich ground of patience and insight. The poised demeanor of an older man is not merely a characteristic. It is a reflection of a life richly lived and the valuable lessons acquired along the way. Thus, for those who value a more considered, reflective approach to life and love, this quality can form the foundation of a deeply fulfilling partnership. Number 6. Adventurous and spontaneous activities. Younger women often seek more than just company. They crave experiences that break the monotony of daily life. Adventure and spontaneity are like the spices that turn an ordinary dish into a culinary delight. Firstly, there's the undeniable thrill of the unexpected. Younger women are drawn to the excitement and novelty that adventure brings. Imagine ditching the typical dinner date for a surprise kayaking trip under the stars. Then, consider the memories these spontaneous adventures create. Whether it's a last-minute road trip to a hidden beach or a midnight dessert run in the city, these aren't just fun dates. These experiences bond you in ways that routine interactions often fail to do. Adventure also deepens emotional connections. When you explore new places and try new things together, you share moments of vulnerability and discovery. It's in these moments that deeper emotional layers are uncovered, strengthening the bond between you. There's also the vibrancy and energy that adventurous activities bring into the relationship. It shows that you're not just alive, but fully living, which is incredibly attractive. It tells her that you're someone who can bring excitement and a zest for life into the relationship. Adventurousness often suggests good health and vitality too. Activities that require a bit of physical effort show that you're taking care of your body and are capable of keeping up with her energy levels. From a psychological perspective, engaging in new challenges together leads to personal growth. Each adventure can teach you something new about each other and about life. This process of learning and growing together can be incredibly fulfilling. Sharing passions through adventure also adds a unique layer of connection. When you both enjoy hiking or sailing, for instance, it's not just about the activity itself, it's about sharing something you both love, which can significantly deepen your relationships. So for all the older gentlemen out there, remember, injecting a sense of adventure into your relationships isn't just about keeping things interesting. It's about showing that you're not just passing the time together, you're making the time you have unforgettable. Why not plan that surprise she won't see coming? It could be the spark that transforms your relationship from routine to remarkable. Number 5. Express emotions. When was the last time a movie scene featuring a man's heartfelt tears left you completely unmoved? Rare, right? That's because there's something profoundly compelling about a man who isn't afraid to show his emotions. In today's dating landscape, younger women are giving 2 thumbs up to men who ditch the tough guy script in favor of something more genuine. Imagine you're watching a sunset, and instead of just noting its beauty, you share how it reminds you of a cherished memory or evokes a sense of peace. This openness transforms a simple moment into a bridge to deeper connection, inviting her into your emotional world. It's like turning a monologue into a dialogue in the play of life, where both of you get to share the spotlight. Name of the game here. What you truly feel. You're sending out a signal that reads, genuine, high-quality connection available here. It's a beacon for younger women tired of decoding mixed messages with emotional guesswork. By showing your true colors, you not only stand out from the crowd, but also draw in someone who appreciates the full spectrum of your personality. And let's talk about emotional intimacy. This isn't just some fluffy abstract concept. It's as crucial as the foundation of a building. Without it, everything is just a bit shaky. When you share your feelings, fears, and joys, it's like reinforcing the relationship's structure with steel beams of trust and understanding. She'll feel more secure, knowing she's with someone who values transparency and vulnerability. Now, breaking away from the men don't cry stereotype is not just revolutionary, it's attractive. It speaks volumes about your confidence and self-assurance. You're not just a man who has feelings, you're a man who's secure enough to handle them in the open. That kind of emotional bravery, it's nothing short of magnetic. To quote the wise words of the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. If you aspire to be a partner who cultivates depth and authenticity, start by being open about your emotions. This doesn't weaken your masculinity, it enriches it. You might just find that your emotional openness is the key to unlocking a more fulfilling, vibrant love life. Why aim to just exist in a relationship when you can feel alive? Number 4. Flexibility and adaptability. Flexibility and adaptability aren't just buzzwords thrown around in the business world. They're golden tickets to the hearts of younger women. Why? Because being able to roll with the punches and embrace the new isn't just convenient, it's downright attractive. Here's the inside scoop on why younger women are all about these traits, and how older men can up their game by becoming more like chameleons. First off, think of flexibility as the ultimate freedom. It's Saturday morning, and she suggests a spontaneous road trip, or wants to check out that new vegan sushi spot across town. If your first instinct is to go with the flow, you're showing her that life with you comes without heavy baggage of set ways. This kind of versatility can turn an ordinary weekend into an unforgettable adventure. It's about being ready to step into new experiences without a fuss, which shows you're not just living, you're alive and kicking. Now, adaptability goes beyond saying yes to sudden plans. It's about comfortably shifting gears when life throws a curveball. Imagine she lands a dream job in a new city or wants to backpack across Europe for a month. Supporting her dreams, even when it means stepping into unfamiliar territory, underscores that you're not a rigid statue but a dynamic, supportive partner. This ability to adapt to changing circumstances isn't just about keeping the peace. It's about actively nurturing her ambitions and showing that your commitment is as strong as it is flexible. Younger women live in a fast-paced world where change is the only constant. They juggle careers, social lives, and personal growth all at once. A partner who can navigate this ever-changing landscape with poise and enthusiasm doesn't just add value, he becomes indispensable. It's like having a Swiss Army knife in your relationship toolkit. You're ready for anything, whether it's an impromptu picnic or an unexpected life shift. Embracing change and reacting positively isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. By embodying this philosophy, you signal to her that you're not just there for the sunny days, but are also unflappable when storms hit. Number 3, optimism and positivity. In the colourful palette of traits that attract younger women, optimism and positivity shine bright. Optimism isn't just about seeing the glass as half full. It's about seeing possibilities everywhere, even during challenges. It's like having a built-in generator. When the power goes out, optimism kicks in to light up the room. For younger women, who often face their own set of challenges as they navigate early careers or personal growth, having a partner who radiates positivity can be incredibly comforting and inspiring. When the going gets tough, an optimistic partner doesn't just throw in the towel. It's about more than just cheering from the sidelines. It's about being an active participant in her journey, celebrating her wins and cushioning her falls. Moreover, optimism often breeds a joyful approach to everyday life. It's about finding humor in the small mishaps, adventure in the mundane, and joy in the ordinary. For a younger woman, a partner who infuses life with laughter and lightheartedness can turn everyday moments into delightful adventures. And let's not overlook how optimism can create a nurturing environment for both partners. Positivity is contagious. It spreads from one person to another, enhancing each interaction and deepening the connection. In a relationship, this shared optimism can pave the way for a dynamic where both individuals feel empowered to dream big and take chances, knowing they have a supportive partner by their side. Stoic philosophy, with its focus on resilience and perspective, complements this well. As Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This perspective helps frame challenges as opportunities for growth, a key aspect of optimism. So for the older man looking to capture the heart of a younger woman, remember, a dose of positivity goes a long way. It's about showing that no matter the weather, you're ready to dance in the rain and find the rainbow afterwards. Number 2, listen actively. In a world buzzing with constant chatter and digital distractions, the art of active listening is becoming a rare gem, especially appealing to younger women. Active listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about fully engaging with another person's thoughts and feelings. Here's why mastering this skill can make older men particularly captivating to younger women. Active listening goes beyond the passive reception of words. It involves attentively tuning in to the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It's like being a skilled DJ, not just playing the tracks but feeling the crowd and adjusting the music to lift the room. When you listen actively, you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're present, invested in the conversation, making her feel heard and valued. For younger women, having someone who really listens can be incredibly affirming. It's one thing to nod and smile, and another to ask thoughtful follow-up questions or express genuine interest in what she's sharing. Whether she's talking about her day at work, her dreams of starting a business, or even just a book she's reading, showing that you're truly listening can deepen the connection. It's like saying, "I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters to me." This form of engagement often leads to stronger emotional connections. Imagine a scenario where she's discussing a problem she faced at work. Instead of offering an immediate solution, an active listener might say, "That sounds really challenging. How did that make you feel?" This approach not only validates her feelings, but also encourages a deeper exploration of the issue, fostering intimacy and trust. Active listening also signifies maturity and emotional intelligence, qualities that are highly attractive. It shows that you're not just caught up in your own world, but are also capable of empathizing with others. This ability can make all the difference in a relationship, transforming simple interactions into meaningful exchanges. Moreover, active listening can be incredibly supportive. By paying close attention, you can pick up on not just what is said, but also what is left unsaid. Concerns she might hesitate to voice, dreams she might be afraid to admit. Armed with this knowledge, you can become her confidant and cheerleader, encouraging her in ways that are both specific and personal. Number 1. Social and environmental awareness. Ever notice how the eco-friendly guys seem to have a certain aura about them? Maybe it's the way they refuse a plastic straw with a wink, or how they discuss the latest documentary on ocean conservation with passion. There's something irresistibly attractive about a man who cares, not just about his date, but about the planet. Picture this. He walks into the coffee shop, orders a fair trade latte, and casually mentions his weekend plans to join a beach cleanup. It's not just a statement, it's a conversation starter. Younger women today aren't just listening, they're watching. They're drawn to men who match their tote bags with their values, and who aren't afraid to turn their eco-consciousness into a lifestyle. This isn't just attractive, it's downright sexy. These men are like the modern-day knights, but instead of shining armor, they come equipped with reusable shopping bags and a strong opinion on renewable energy. They're battling climate change and social inequities, making them the kind of heroes our world needs. For a younger woman, a man who's passionate about protecting the environment or advocating for human rights isn't just a potential date. He's a partner in both romance and activism, a co-conspirator in the quest to make the world a better place, and let's not forget, aligning on these values can make for some epic date ideas. Forget the cliché movie night. How about a volunteer date at a local community garden? Or a thrift shopping challenge? These aren't just fun, they're meaningful. They show that you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk, even if it's through a reclaimed wood forest. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius might suggest, the best reflection of a man's character is not what he takes from the world, but what he gives back to it. In today's climate, both environmental and social, being a man who gives back is the new gold standard. Remember, going green might just be your golden ticket. Show her that your heart is as big as your carbon footprint is small, and you might just find that being good to the planet is the best way to be good for each other. So let your love for the earth show. It's the kind of love story that never goes out of style. We've delved into the unique attributes that make relationships between younger women and older men deeply rewarding, from their serene confidence and emotional depth to their thoughtful actions and strong sense of responsibility. It's these nuanced qualities and consistent acts of consideration that forge enduring bonds. If you found this video enlightening, please like and share it with someone who could gain from these insights. We love hearing from you, so leave your thoughts or personal stories in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to keep up with our latest discussions. Let's keep unraveling the complexities of relationships and discovering new ways to enhance our connections.